Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Dendra. For those of you guys that are new here, welcome, and for those of you guys returning, welcome back. I'm so happy to be on with you guys for the end of the year Starseeds, Lightworkers, Shamans, which is wayshowers, trailblazers, whatever you want to identify with that's on the more of ascension spiritual path. Welcome to your reading. We're going to look at your 2025 end of the year snapshot, and then we're going to look at 2024 end of the year, and we're going to look at the 2025 snapshot. So we're going to look at what you guys have been going through, the ascension process of this year. We're coming to an end of the 2024 year. I always look at the east direction. For those of you guys that work with the medicine wheel, I look at the east direction as that's the actual beginning of the year. So that's kind of when I do all of the vision boards and the manifestation of planting my seeds. I don't, that's just for me. And that's just because of how I see the east direction, and the sun rises in the east, and that's spring, and that's when things bloom, and that's when things are new. We are moving into the south direction for those of you guys, again, that work with, the north direction. For those of you guys that work on the medicine wheel, where we go into hibernation, we're going into Capricorn season in a couple of weeks. That brings us into more of a solitude, inner reflection time, and we usually follow that all the way into spring season. So it's usually the time of the year where I always feel like there's more of hibernation, more of solitude. Right after the holidays, I want to pull back my energy. I want to kind of go in isolation mode. So don't be surprised if that's kind of the energy that you'll always find yourself in. Where you're kind of retreating and you're more in self-reflection. This is kind of where dreams may come online a lot more, where you may start having a lot of premonitions coming in towards the end of the month of what the new year is bringing. So let's go ahead and take a look. So I'm going to pull for 2024. I'm going to pull for 2025. So you're going to hear a lot of shuffling. So if you don't want to hear that, go ahead and skip or fast forward until you start seeing the cards, until you start seeing the reading, because I know that can be a little bit challenging sometimes, is waiting for the card pulls. And in this particular one, I'm just going to be pulling, and then I'm going to be just kind of going into the reading. All right, so let's look at Starseeds. Just get it out of the way. I could definitely see the transformation with just the two cards that I pulled for each year already. Love this. So, wow. Okay. Love this. Wow. All right, you guys, this past year, we go through these these changes on this journey, for those of you guys that have been on the spiritual path for a while, right? You go through these transformation processes, these death, these rebirths, and it can get very consuming. It could even make you feel like, why am I doing this, right? I want to throw in the towel. So we can't throw in the towel, because once we awaken, we can't go back to sleep. That's kind of the issue, is we cannot go back to sleep. We wake up more to ourselves. And a lot of us have recognized that from 2020, when the world went silent, there were so many changes that had happened within our internal lives and our internal compasses, right? And if you look at the 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, that buildup to get you to this moment in time, you're more sure about your connection with yourself. And that is where that's the journey work, is to come into awareness about self. A lot of the times we doubt ourselves, we're programmed, we have inner child wounds, we have our own, negative self-talk, negative self-thinking. We go through those struggles, right? Of whatever we're here to move out of, that shadow work. And this was the year that we were invited to connect with spirit. This was the year that we were invited to connect more with ourselves. Some of us were really trapped in that 3D world where we couldn't feel connected with spirit, but there was always that connection that never ended. And some of us were guided to connect more with spirit this year, okay? And to trust in more of the divine. Either way, there was this expansion energy that happened within yourself, this connection with the divine, connection with your own intuition, connection with what spirit was guiding you. God, source, creator, the divine mother, right? Your spirit guides, your angels, whatever you guys want to identify, who has helped you on this path. You have been bringing yourself into oneness. And that oneness is all about the inner masculine and the inner feminine energy. It's about connecting with the energy within yourself. We always feel that God is outside of us, but God is within us. We are God. We are God's selves, right? And I know, not everyone's going to believe that, right? And that's okay. That's just Dendra's belief. You could take it or leave it. But I believe on this journey, what I found was that the more that I came into this journey, the more that I connected with my guides, the more that I connected with my inner truth, the more that I started saying that I wasn't seeking God outside of myself, I was seeking God within. And the more that I started to understand that the soul origin, our soul light, our soul body is where our oneness is at with source, where the creation is at, not the vessel, not this body that's going to die, that's imperfect, right? The soul that I came in with that is allowing this vessel to live in this world, right? The ball of energy that is never ending, my soul light, right? That's source energy. That's why that's the God within us. Because when God says, I created you in the likeness of me, he wasn't talking about the vessel. He was talking about your soul, right? So anyway, okay. But you guys have come into that energy expansions of light, of oneness. There's been a lot of changes in your life with your relationships with people, with your relationship with yourself, relationship with spirit. There's a lot of ascension energy, and I feel like a lot of you guys are at this ending of this pivotal moment of walking into the sun. That you have walked through shadows, obstacles, challenges, but now it's like you're walking to that sunlight. You've had to heal a lot of your wounds alone. But through that, you guys have received a lot of information from spirit that has allowed you to see why God has directed you from, let's say, 2020 to this pivotal moment in your life, right? And it's not as in the pivotal moment, like if you don't do something, changes are going to happen. But this year, you have been clearing out the debris. You have been removing the weeds out of your garden, right? You have been replanting some of those seeds, re-identifying with more of yourself. Even for some of you guys, going back to the very beginning of why did I start on this journey? What was the purpose of this, right? So some of you guys have even found connections with others, a divine connection, because we have the possibility for union, we have the sky bridge, we have connections, we do have energy connections with love, with true love, okay? But for most of you guys, for all of you guys, this is about your inner feminine and inner masculine that has become oneness. And that oneness does bring in, for those of you guys that are looking for that divine connection, right, does bring in that divine connection, because what we have inside is reflected outside of us. And so when we're operating from our wounded self, and we're operating from our lower frequencies, and we're operating from doubt and fears, that's what is reflected back to us within our relationships with people, within our jobs, within our situations. In 2025, you guys, is coming in, and it's beautiful. You know, you guys are going to understand that you guys have all come from a form of royalty, right? From divine beings, from whatever your ascendant masters that you've worked with, your connection with your ascendant masters, your connection with your spirit guides, your connection with yourself, your connection with, for a lot of you guys, what I feel is that you guys have been connecting with more with yourself, that you haven't been seeking more of the answers outside of you. You've been seeking them within, and you've been listening, and you've been seeing, right, how all of those things are transpiring. And so it's like this next energy, this next momentum, I'm hearing February, March, where there's going to be a charge of energy, like a surge, okay? But you guys come from royalty. You guys come from royal blood, right? Starseeds, Lightworkers, all of you guys. And I think that some of you guys already know that. You guys have had meditations, or you guys have had impressions of getting initiations for some of you guys, that you guys have been initiated this year, and you're going, or activated this year, and you're seeing that connection coming into the next year. You're going, your third eye coming into 2025 is going to be fucking clear. It's going to be clear. Right? The wisdom, the knowledge that you carried from all of these years that you've been absorbing, that you've been identifying, that you've been transmuting, that you've been alchemizing, right? You're going to have that knowledge and that truth, and you're going to be able to apply that, bringing it forward. There are treasures coming in. There's unexpected gifts that are coming in for all of you guys this year. For some of you guys, there's a holy union. When I see the holy union, that's like the divine feminine, divine masculine, right? So again, some of you guys have the possibility for union this year. Maybe it didn't happen. Okay, maybe it didn't come because there was a lot of work that needed to be done within yourself, right? To come into that inner feminine, inner masculine, to where you know you're worthy of love. You know that you're worthy of abundance, and everything that you truly want. We settle. You know, been there, done that, right? We all have done it within friendships, relationships, job situations, right? You know, the job is giving me the stability that I need. I'm going to sit here and be here, but I'm not happy. Right? I got ringing in my ears. So some of you guys get ringing in your ears when Spirit is saying, when you're not happy with something, some of you guys are getting ringing in your ears, okay? But soulmate connection, romantic opportunities are coming in for 2025. A holy union. And for those of you guys that are activated on that journey, the twin flame journey, the soulmate journey, however you guys want to identify with that, divine feminine, divine masculine, you know, they call them soul wife, soul husband, however you guys, spirit husband, spirit wives, right? You know, this may be the opportunity that this is the year that there is a coming together. There's a union, but there's more of a union again within your inner self. That holy union within yourself again brings out that abundance in into the physical world. So the fact that you guys have been working on that, working on loving on yourself, nurturing yourself, focusing on yourself, healing yourself, right? Bringing that you know, that imbalanced energy back into self, right? Grounding back in is going to bring that. But I love this because you see this. It's like, I think that Shiva and Kali, I want to say. No, Rama and Sita. That's, yeah, anyway. But that would be the god and goddess energy, right? So for some of you guys, a hidden treasure is coming where you're going to find your true soulmate, your true love, your true divine counterpart, right? So 2025 is bringing in a lot of stuff. A lot of you guys have had to do a lot of inner work to get to this point, to get to this pivotal moment, okay? I love this. Way more cards than I wanted, but that's how they do it. You know how Spirit does it. That's how they do it. They don't play. They do not play. You guys have done a lot of work, is what Spirit is saying. What Spirit wants to remind you of, however that looks on the outside, right? You may be like, I didn't do a lot. You did. Right? There's a lot of things that you guys have been transmuting. You guys have seriously ascended into a mastery, right? For a lot of you guys, you may not know that, but you have ascended into like a mastery where a lot of you guys are being crowned. There's a connection between you and the earth, right? You're the bridge between the heavens and the earth. You're the bridge between the divine and the collective, right? Your mission work, what you're supposed to bring is there's a bridge, there's a channeling, right? You've been expanding into oneness, into more of your light body, okay? So a lot of your density, a lot of that is shifting and falling away. 2025. These are big cards. Oh, wow. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that? I'm going to go ahead and just keep that there. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at 2025. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. Wow. Two of Cups. Two of Swords. Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Six of Swords, and the Emperor energy. Yeah, a lot of your relationships took a big hit this year. A lot of your relationships took a big hit this year. And a lot of disappointments came in. With soulmate connection, possible relationship that a lot of you guys have been really focusing on, but that wasn't the person, right? If you guys had to walk away from a relationship or had to end something, that wasn't the person, because there wasn't a balance in that relationship. And I think a lot of you guys were aware of that there was an imbalance, right? And so this is where I think Spirit was asking for you to move in and to connect with yourself. There was a divine intervention that came in and took place. So either a lot of you guys had a tower moment, a lot of you guys may have had a shakeup, had some unexpected events, right? Some unexpected shifts. And a lot of you guys have been really in an eternal struggle as well. For those of you guys that are in disconnect, a lot of you guys have had an eternal struggle with the person that is on your mind, right? Should I reach out? Is this person my person? You know, not trusting and having faith in that connection, right? But there's been a lot of reflection that has come in this year, a lot of time that has come in to come back into awareness. So again, there's that clarity. The Six of Swords is here, and I love that because a lot of you guys have chosen to move away from drama, obstacles, challenges, relationships that are not, I'm hearing expired relation. I literally heard expiration. There's an expiration date to a lot of your relationships that took place, and a lot of you guys stayed past the expiration, so y'all was drinking that spoiled ass milk. That's what I'm being shown. Y'all was drinking that spoiled ass milk, and when it's all like, you know how you don't know it's spoiled? You know, it does happen. It happens, right? You don't know that it's spoiled, and then you drink it, and then, you know, it's that nasty shit, right? You're like, oh, that shit is spoiled. So that's what a lot of y'all did. A lot of y'all moved past that expiration date. A lot of y'all was in drama. A lot of you guys are in drama. I'm hearing sleeping on a couch. I'm hearing sleeping in separate bedrooms. I'm hearing ghosting, no communication. I'm hearing for a lot of you guys that a lot of you guys had to go through struggles within your friendships, relationships with work-related matters as well. I'm picking up on a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys have chosen to leave a job situation that wasn't serving of you, that had a lot of drama. A lot of you guys decided to go back to school. I'm hearing for some of you guys, like whatever is happening, whatever has happened, like I said, led you to this moment where you're making those decisions, right? You're making those decisions. And we have the Emperor energy, and I love this because the Emperor stands on his throne, right? He's the God. He's a divine masculine, right? He is sure about the decisions that he's making. He is clear about the decisions that he's making to go into 2025, right? He's setting his goals. He's making sure that he's disciplined. He's strategizing about it. So there's a lot of strategy that came up for you guys, I think probably around this time, that you guys are strategically planning how to move away from situations that are no longer serving of you, right? Moving away from drama, moving away from obstacles and challenges. Like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take that new job. I'm going to go ahead and leave this job. I'm going to go ahead and leave that behind. All right. I love this. And you're starting this year off for a lot of you guys. Okay. Moving away from, oh, that's so funny. Y'all got the Emperor twice. Okay. Out of two different decks. This is the Emperor and the Emperor. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Not really. Not really, you know, not tarot. But look, you guys are starting this year off 9 of Orbs and the 10 of Orbs. I love this in the sense of you guys are still kind of in that self-reflection, anxiety, stressful situations, right? Some of y'all could be fear based. But the 10 of orbs, the endings, the chapters of cycles, right? You guys are completing chapters, whether this is your mental energy, whether this is relationships, whatever has been holding you back in 2025, you guys are walking into your whatever has been holding you back in 2024, you guys are going to be walking your 2025 leaving things behind. You guys are literally making decisions, like either you're doing this on January 1st, right? Or you're doing this, coming into the very new year, but you are making decisions. And I feel like a lot of you guys have been thinking about this September and October of this year, 2024, all right? And a lot of you guys, the Nine of Pentacles is here. That single energy, that is entrepreneurship energy, that is going back to school, that's abundance, that's being independent, that's standing on your own, that's knowing your worth. The Nine of Crystals is the Nine of Pentacles, and she represents somebody who is independent. She represents knowing her worth. She represents working hard, seeing the abundance. So there could be more money coming in at this time, coming in for the new year. There could be a new promotion, a new position coming in for a lot of you guys for the new year. But this is like, to me, manifesting, working hard for what you were manifesting and seeing the abundance of that, right? Your treasure chest is completely open. Okay, so it's like, which crystal do I pick? So a lot of you guys can even have a lot of opportunities that are coming in, okay? And so this is just beautiful energy, right? Because of what you guys have had to go through within the relationships, the loss, the feeling left out, the drama. A lot of you guys have been dealing just with drama, arguments, I'm hearing some of the unreasonable arguments, it's I don't know how to explain it. Like, that's just what I'm getting for a lot of you guys. But listen, you guys are coming into this year, right? Abundance. This 2025 is going to free you guys. There's freedom, there's liberation. There's a free feeling for you guys. The ascension energy is here, right? When I said you guys were ascending, this is where it's at. The ascension energy. You literally got the ascension card, which is the world. Some of you guys are traveling. Some of you guys are, like I said, some of you guys are traveling. Some of you guys are moving, relocating, changing jobs. This is a very expansive year for you guys, and it's because you guys are making decisions. You guys are going to make decisions that you're very clear about. Some of you guys may work with sacred geometry. Okay. Do astral traveling. Some of you guys may find that you're astral traveling a lot this year. Really connecting with some spirit guides, right? Some high vibration guides for some of you guys. And you guys got the Ace of Chalices. Love, new love, romantic love, divine love, right? Real love. You know what I'm saying? However y'all want to look at that, however y'all want to identify with that. That's coming in for you guys, okay? That is coming in for you guys this year. In 2025. And for a lot of you guys, this can be a start of self-love, right? That divine love, that inner love. When we learn to accept all parts of us, that can be reflected. When we don't love ourselves, we rarely get somebody who loves us, because we don't love ourselves, right? So it's reflected. But look, your cup is overflowing. So the Ace of Cups to me is romantic love. It's new love. It's a resurgence of love. So, you guys could have been going through a lot within your relationships, within your connections. And this love is like, okay, you guys are finally, the power couple, you guys are finally, connected or whatever, right? For some of you guys that are in relationships that have been going through maybe some hardships and hard times, right? This can be a resurgence of love for those of you guys that are in relationships, that are working through your relationships, right? And that's by working on yourself. But we have the Ace of Chalices for others of you guys that are single, because we do have the Nine of Pentacles here. So say like you are leaving a relationship or getting out of a relationship this year in 2025, you are going to find your holy union. You're going to find your sacred union, your divine counterpart, your true love, right? It is here for you guys in 2025. So those of you guys that have had disappointments, those of you guys have had things that just didn't work out, or the connection that you were in with a twin flame, false two flame, however that looks for a lot of you guys, soulmates, did not work out and come together. This may be the year that you guys do bridge, into unionship, right? Wouldn't that be so lovely? But I love this because, the last card that came out for both of you guys is literally, you guys are carrying the same energy that you're leaving 2024 with into 2025. So, you guys are going to be very disciplined and determined to make decisions that are going to be beneficial to you, okay? and that are better for relationships, you know, in the relationship with people. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of ascension energy coming in. You guys are going to find your inner peace this year. You guys are going to be very focused on your goals, very focus driven. Like, you guys are going to make shit happen. Really make shit happen, right? I love this. You have alignment and gateway. Trust the process, you guys. Trust the journey. I say it all the time. I mean, I say it and I say it to myself. Don't we gotta trust the process, trust the journey, you know, when we're wavering in that. You know, you guys have had very protective energy this year. You guys have been in protection mode. The divine has protected you through a lot of things that maybe you weren't seeing, or things that were being revealed to you this year was from divine protection. So there was a serious divine intervention for a lot of you guys that took place this year. But you guys have been in very much protective mode as well, protective of your energy, protective of your resources. You may have started to, like I said, discern, start to look at people in a different way, because you've been really focusing on yourself, focusing on your goals, really wanting to move away from the drama, challenges, and obstacles that you have been going through, right? And this year that's coming into simplicity, right? I love this. Look at that. The simplicity card, right? Inner peace, love, right? Inner tranquility. And you know why? For a lot of you guys that have done the shadow work, you know, it's like when you come into that mastery, when I'm saying the mastery is the Zen. The Zen is the inner peace. When you learn to find grace, when you learn to surrender, when you learn to be in the moment, when you learn to release attachments, when you learn to know when to move, know when not to move, right? Know when to nurture yourself, know when to pull yourself back, know when to listen to your intuition, right? When you are in that mastery level of self, you are more in inner peace. Everyone's been saying that to me. Oh, you're in inner peace. And I was like, and then I'll speak on what I'm dealing with and going through and how I feel. And my friends will say, Dendra, you're in your Zen. And I'm like, oh, I guess so, right? I guess that's where I would be. It's more simplicity. It's more inner peace. And it's not because the chaos has not left, right? It's not because the situations have you know, gotten better. They get better in a sense because of the way that I'm dealing with it, because of the way that I'm handling it, because of the way I'm not even allowing it to really affect me, right? Or the way that I'm moving through that. So a lot of you guys this year coming in will have definite messages from the angels. You'll have feathers coming in. You'll have guidance coming in, clear guidance, clear channel messages. You guys have really took this ascension energy this past year to a whole new level. So be proud of yourself. Be proud of the work that you've had to do. Be proud of everything that you've had to overcome, the challenge, the obstacles, the missed opportunities that you may have felt, the missed love that you may have felt, the struggles within those relationships and connections, the struggles within your friendships that were childhood friends that you've chosen to walk away from or let go of. You know, the relationships that you may have had with a partner that you were like that you felt like you were going to be with forever, right? Go old and gray with. That job that you thought that was for you, or that job that you thought was going to find fulfillment with, or whatever it is that you had to go through. This is where you're going to see your abundance. This is where you're going to see the beautifulness of the work, of how you feel that connection with the divine, how you feel that connection with yourself, how you trust more with yourself, how you start to navigate more of your life, more determined, more goals, more strategic, more discerning, right? And I feel there's an openness, there's an expansion coming in, that you may have been guarded here because you had to be protected because of the shit that you were going through. But coming in this year, there feels like there's an openness for you, like because you're trusting more of yourself. You're trusting more of your own inner guidance, and that's opening up a lot of opportunities for you to work with other people, to expand, to go out on your own, to believe in yourself, whatever that is. There's a lot of that beautifulness. You guys are truly focused during this season, this next coming season. I do believe starting this year off, Capricorn season, that goat energy, success, abundance, like you're going to be like, I'm moving, you know, there's something that you're moving to, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and look at 2025. They just want me to go through all this. All right, so 2024, you had to move into your inner strength, learn to take action, trust yourself, types of bravery. Look at that, courage, right? You had to have courage. And that's where I feel like a lot of you guys are moving through, is it took courage for you guys to walk away. It took courage for you guys to choose yourself. It took courage for you to let that job go, relationship go, whatever it is. It took courage, right? And that's what I'm saying. Be proud of yourself. right? It took courage to trust your intuition. It took courage to speak your truth. It took courage for you to stand in your truth within your heart chakra. For a lot of you guys have been activated on this energy healing as well. Okay, so it took courage. And sometimes, you know, you're going to get resistant for people when you're starting the spiritual journey and the spiritual path. Why are you doing readings? Why are you doing this? Are you a devil worshiper? You know, you get those questions. This year, you know, feel your emotions, understand your emotions, inner guidance, validate self. Like a lot of you guys have done so much of that work of the mental energy, right? The mental anguish, being in self-reflection mode, seeing where a lot of these triggers were coming from, right? And allowing yourself to be in all of your ebbs and flows, all of your emotions, right? Allowing yourself to feel the emotions of 2025, whatever it brings, you know, being angry, being resentful, being whatever it is, because each emotion teaches us something. There's a source of that energy. There's a source of that connection to anger that is real. It may not be who or what you're truly angry about, but when you can go into what the source of that is, you can alchemize that. Your intuition is going to be on point. Intuition versus fear. You're not going to be fearful this year. You're going to remove the fear. We got the Nine of Swords, which is all about fear, anxiety, to the Ten of Swords, which is all about the final ending of that chapter, moving away from that. There's an ending, there's a completion, okay? That mental energy, connecting to your soul this year, trust in yourself and in source. That is what's coming in. I love this. And you're letting go. Right? That's that ascension energy, the expansion, the Knight of Pentacles, standing in your independence, letting go, a full release, liberation, trust, right? Like this is the year that you are trust and you're moving into abundance, right? You may have felt in 2024 that you were all tied up, right? You know, in relationships with people that I mean, I get it. Financial relationships together, combining your income, trying to leave and go on your own. Like, that's just crazy, especially if you're living in California, right? You know, and you can make that choice. And then you find, oh my gosh, I'm a lot more abundant. Standing in my true nature, there's more things that are coming in for me. I'm more committed to my goals, more committed to my success, more committed to these things. And that situation was holding me back from my abundance. Right? So you guys may have felt tethered by a snake energy, by somebody that was deceptive. But this year you're coming into saying, nope, not this year. You know what I'm saying? Nope, not this year. All right. 2020. And what are we ending? Okay, so I love this because I said it backwards. A lot of you guys have been longing for homesick for the stars. A lot of you guys have been doing stargazing, connecting again with your sovereignty, your divinity, the divine, finding different ways to meditate, finding different ways to love on yourself, finding different ways to choose yourself, finding different ways to really bring in your own happiness, to be your own cheerleader. And I just love that, right? But a lot of you guys have also been longing for somebody that feels like home, okay? And so you guys have been really moving through codependency, setting boundaries this year. I love it. You guys are literally moving through because you guys realize that you guys are love, that you guys are truly lovable, that you guys are truly worthy of love, why wouldn't you deserve to have love? You're not a bad person. You do good things. Like, why wouldn't you deserve to have whatever you're supposed to have or what you desire, what your heart desires, what your soul calls for, right? And so you're removing codependency and boundaries because it took a lot of courage for you to do that this year, right? For 2025. And some of you guys can be still moving through that process at the end of this month, right? Because I said what is coming in at the end of this month, which is codependency and boundaries. And when you move into 2025, you're going to be very sure about cutting away those codependency, those boundaries, that Nine of Swords, that Ten of Swords energy, because you guys are literally ascending, right? You guys are moving into that ascension energy. And this year, you're remembering you're the child of the cosmos. Like, you're a part of the universe. You're a part of something bigger, and you're going to feel that, right? You're going to feel that abundance. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. I mean, you started your reading off with the soul child, right? You started your reading off with the soul child, right? I mean, look at that. And I think this one came in for one of the pick a card reading. So this one of the pick a card readings may resonate with you that has this picture on it. I don't remember what pick a card this was associated with, but I'm sure the image is on there. But yeah, the child of the cosmos. I mean, how beautiful is that, right? Like, you're gonna step more into your royalty, your sovereignty. Like, you're gonna believe in yourself. You deserve to have love. Oh, I love this energy. All right, let's go ahead and close out your reading with some tea leaves. Thank you so much for allowing me to channel today, you guys. I love this. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right. What do my sources need to know? Closing out 2025, please. Okay. All right. Expect for 2025. What can they expect? Thank you. All right, so we are closing out your 2025. A lot of little tea leaves. The barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Okay, so this is what you're closing out, right? The barrel. That's where it's taking courage. That a lot of you guys know what it is. That Two of Cups energy, right? Whatever it is, an imbalance within relationship, whether that's self, others, jobs, relationships, okay? There's something that you're emotionally unfulfilled in. Parrot. Someone will gossip about all of your secrets, okay? So you may have gone through gossip. You may go through somebody that's a snake, okay? Or you may know who a snake is. What I want to say is let them gossip about let them. If somebody is manipulating you, fuck them, okay? Lily, spiritual love. So some of you guys have connected with a spiritual love. It may have perhaps given you some disappointments this year because maybe it didn't get off the ground. Maybe it didn't go the way you wanted it to. Get that. Don't worry about it. It's a short journey. It's a short process, right? All the things that you're going through this year, all the things that you've had going through, they have been short intervals for you, okay? And whatever this last part of the process that you may be struggling with, it's short, right? It's a short part of your journey. You're almost done. We had the peacock. Beware of great pride. Somebody around you has pride, okay? You may be prideful, all right, depending on how that resonates for you, but somebody around you may be prideful, okay? The eye, psychic ability, trust your intuition. So your psychic gifts are really coming online. Trust your intuition, you guys. You guys are not wrong. The seahorse, it could be involving family matters. Trust your intuition in family matters. Somebody could be prideful around the family situations, right? Any of those things. The scissors, disappointment in some affair. I did say that. You guys got some disappointment in affairs. Okay, so this is what you guys are closing out with. This is what you guys are leaving with, right? This is what's happening. The handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. So you guys could be meeting somebody at the end of this month that is going to be important, okay, to going into 2025. It could be the love, or it could be a new job, or it could be somebody you're networking with or somebody you're supposed to work with. Trust your intuition. The wishbone, a wish is granted. And be careful who you share your secrets with. Not everybody needs to know your next move. Pig, beware of greed. You got somebody around you who's greedy, okay? You got somebody around you who's greedy. Okay. You know who it is. Greedy for your energy, greedy for your time, greedy for whatever. Greedy for whatever. They're greedy, okay? Staff, you will be taken care of in a difficult time. So remember, you are supported by spirit. And then we have the crown. I told you guys were crowned, right? Okay? You guys are being crowned this month. And this is why I feel that. Because look at what's on top of her head. Even though that's like the heavenly city, right? That's completely open to her. The earth is at your fingertips, okay? Your heart chakra, your solar plexus, all that is expanding. But here is that beautiful illuminated crown. Right? And crown. Honor and respect will come to you. So somebody is going to respect and honor you before this month is over. All right, you're going to be crowned. All right, 2025. You will be playing a different role. So a lot of you guys are transitioning either out of relationships into a new relationship. It'll be very different. A new job to a new job. It's going to be different. Some of you guys are moving from 3D to entrepreneur. Some of you guys are moving from spirituality to 3D. However it looks, there's going to be something vastly different. Like I said, there's hidden treasures. So there's unexpected events that are coming up this year. Bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. Okay, so there's the bridge. And remember, you guys started off with the sky bridge, possibly for union, possibly for things to shift and happen. And then we have the holy union, right, where things are actually coming together in perfect harmony. The older man, dealing with a relationship with an older man, so somebody could be older, all right, this could be dad, mom, whatever it is. The egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. I told you guys that's what's coming, okay? The Nine of Pentacles, success, all right? We have the pin, new job or career. Chair filled, someone new is entering your life. Okay, so somebody's leaving a chair. You know how you have a chair at the table? Somebody's going to be sitting in the next chair. All right, I told you. Horseshoe, good luck. I love your 2025. The mountain road, you are on the road to success. Believe it, okay? Believe it. The well, great worry over nothing. So this year, you have great worry. Don't worry, okay? Don't worry. Be happy. All right. The feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. All right. So be aware. Somebody is undependable. Trust your intuition. Okay. Because that's still coming up for you guys. The ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. So this person is stubborn and aggressive. You may have an ex trying to come back. Okay. Trying to, like, you know, the green. You may have somebody coming back in that's not very nice. All right. Okay, y'all know who it is. The man, dealing with a relationship with the man. They could wear a ponytail. They could be older. Somebody's older here. Okay, there's an age gap. And then we have carrot, opportunity or windfall. And for a lot of you guys, I feel there's an opportunity. Trust your intuition. Trust your instincts this year. Because for some of you guys, that windfall could be associated with not trusting it. Maybe returning back into something, right? Okay, and that could be a windfall. I hope you guys all enjoyed your reading. Please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And I will see you guys all back for another pick a card reading or another reading. Bye now.